Hey, Beady Besties. Happy Tuesday, my loves. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys have had a great week so far. I hope yesterday was a great Monday. I want to take just a quick second right here in the beginning of my video to say welcome to all of our beautiful new besties. You guys, we've got a lot of new besties here over the weekend, so I'm so excited that you are here with us, and I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to support me in my dream and to join our happy little family over here. So thank you. And guys, what do we say about that? We welcome you. We welcome you. Okay, guys. Before I get into, before I get into today's beady mail, we're going to open a couple packages here. Let's get into some inspiration. And then, guys, truth be told, I have not made jewelry since I was with you guys on Saturday, I believe. So my hands have been itching to get into some jewelry. Here we go. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. How beautiful is that, my friends? I love that. Okay. That is a beautiful message. All right, friends. So what are we going to look at first? Well, we got some love mail from our beautiful friend, Miss Jody Kranz. I'm just going to pull you guys up a little bit. If you guys don't know Jody, she's over there on This Beaded Life, and she's just an absolutely amazing artist and designer and all of the things. She's just one of my favorite channels. She always has brilliant content, but above all, she's just an amazing human being, right? She's just an absolutely brilliant human being. And she sent us some love mail, so we're going to bring out the Cloud of Destruction, which, guys, oh, Shadukis, I meant to check Jody's website, her Etsy. She does sell these, but I meant to check her Etsy to see what she's got going on over there, guys. But I will link all of Jody's places in the description box, just in case you guys want to go and check that out. So here we have this lovely tissue paper. Let's open her up. Now, I believe this might be what she calls her favorite things. I'm so excited, you guys. Oh, there was another thing in here. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful paper. I'm going to save it for when we go on our decoupage journey. Guys, did I tell you? I bought all the Mod Podge. I bought like the combo pack, so I've got like all the different Mod Podges so we can do some decos there. So let's see. We have, oh, we got some stickers. This is like a little bonus. Ooh, Jody put some gemstones. There's a rock in here, my friends. Oh, she knows. Look, this little free gift. Even though I didn't shop her store, she sent these to me free of charge. That's so sweet that she sent me that. Look how pretty that is. That looks like a little hunk of jasper. Look at that. Little hunk of jasper it looks like. That's beautiful. Thank you, Jody. And I got stickers. You guys already know I love the stickers. I put stickers in my packages too. Oh my God. It's like, it looks like Toothless, but in cat version. That is the cutest. Oh my gosh, Jody. So Jody's been doing these things. Oh, she's been selling in her store what she's calling her picks. And so usually, I guess in the beginning of the month. Also, guys, if you subscribe to her channel, she will have information when she's going to be releasing things, stuff like that. But she does bead mixes and stuff. And this is a pretty, holy smokes. Oh, look at all this beautiful stuff. So she kind of does her own little, she's starting her own curation. And I absolutely love that. I'm so here for it. Jody is such a creative person, and she really knows, like, she knows what goes together. She's amazing with colors. She's amazing with textures. She's a very thoughtful designer. So her curations are going to be probably chef's kiss, my friends. All right, I'm just going to move this over to the side, and we're going to get a little palette out so we can look at things and take our best guess of what most of the things are. Now, I do know that's Upco. I do know that Jody is a big checklist and gemmy lover like myself. So, oh, and speak about gemmies. I think we have a Definitely have a combination of gemmies here, I'm pretty sure. I probably should have watched... I did watch her video. She actually has, you know, in the beginning of the month had a video, and I did watch it. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh, they're center drilled. Oh my gosh, you guys. They're center drilled. This looks like maybe a strawberry quartz. I don't know if you guys know. Or, I don't even know. Is my lighting correct? Oh my gosh. You know what, guys? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so glad that I went to go check and watch Jody's video again, just because I wanted to make sure I got what everything was properly. You guys, there are still 3 more of these mixes in the shop. What? I'm so sorry. I wish I would have known that. And this has been sitting on my desk for like 3 days. Oh my gosh. Jody, I'm so sorry. I thought that this had sold out. That's why, oh my goodness. Guys, there's still 3 more of these. And this collection is only $40. Okay, wait till you see how gorgeous it is. And now I know exactly what everything is. So we will not fumble. And we're also going to make a cute little project. I was going to do my Gemstone Orphanage unboxing, but I'm going to do this one and do a project. And then get it uploaded real quick so you guys can go ahead and sell this kit out. So these are strawberry quartz, and these are points, but look, they're center drilled points. I love that. I love these little center point drilled, these little center drilled points. That's what I'm trying to say. They are so precious, you guys. And here we have also, this is garnet. This is such, and now I can see it under the light. You can see it's a little bit, garnety in there, but these are super faceted and just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Hold on, friends. Man down. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful. I'm picturing these in a bracelet. Oh, I think they would be so pretty in a bracelet. All right, guys. So let's open some mushroom beads. So we have some mushroom beads here. Oh, these are so pretty. Where do you see these, guys? And we also have some check pearls. So let's get these mushrooms out. So these are a really interesting shape. They're like kind of like a button shape. But you can see, I don't have a piece of wire next to me, but okay. You can see they're kind of drilled here. Like they're like pinched, right? It's really hard to see, but they kind of pinch up at the top. And so they have this little bit of a bulbous shape on the bottom, which kind of is reminiscent of a mushroom, I would imagine. Oh, those are so stinking cute. And when you stack them up together, I think they look really, really cute. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. It's hard to tell. It's almost like a metallic, either like reddish brown or maybe like a metallic cranberry or mocha. It's really hard to tell. But that is gorgeous. And then we also have some beautiful 10mm check glass pearls. Oh, I love a good check pearl. And Jody is like, she only gets the best check, you guys. Jody is a check girl. So, you know these are quality. Oh, so pretty. Look at this together. You guys, I told you. She knows what she's doing, my friend. She knows what she's doing. Let me just pull you down a little bit more. So we can get in that. Oh, and sideways, apparently, friends. Whoa. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get you down a little under the lights so we could really appreciate that. And then you saw a whole bunch of other stuff, I'm sure. I do apologize, though. So let's look at another check shape, which I think will look beautiful here. So we have some of these gorgeous, I think some people call them like Camille flowers or daylilies. I don't know. Hibiscus. They're just beautiful. Look at how pretty. Just pretty white with some gold details, some of that gold wash. They're drilled right through there, you know, right through the center. They're so pretty. Are they focusing? Are we focusing? There we go. Beautiful. Look at these. Look at this together. Jody knows what she's doing, you guys. All right. We do also have some findings, which I am super impressed. Let's look at a couple more beads, and then we'll look at the findings. Oh, here we have a little multi-pack of beads. Sorry about all the crinkling of the bags. Little bonus ASMR. So here we have a couple. Oh, look how pretty! So we have some gold, blue goldstone right there. Two beautiful blue goldstone rounds. We also have two just gorgeous carved tiger eye melons. Look how pretty those are. Ooh, and some really pretty like stardust gold spacers. Oh, I love this is a pretty little earring mix, maybe. Maybe we'll do some earrings. Let me bring in the second dish because I don't want anybody to roll away. Okay, and we want to look at everything together. I know we're really far down there, guys, but I want y'all to see everything. All right, I might have to pull you up a little bit more because I might have to bring a third dish in. This is a little mix. Actually, I'm going to just throw it in this dish. That's okay. It's all right. Here we have a bunch of these little check glass melons. Look how cute, or pumpkins, whichever you call them. But they have this gorgeous little metallic focus. They have this gorgeous metallic finish. Oh my gosh, it's like a red coppery, just gorgeous little finish. Oh, those are so pretty. It looks to be like maybe a peachish color underneath. And then we have some of these chunky, like, I don't know, bicone spacer. I don't know what they are. Chunky wavy bicones. But they are check glass as well in that beautiful black color. And it's kind of like not matte per se, but it is a little like, it feels matte-y. It's not like super shiny, which I like. I think that's super pretty too. This would also look pretty, the black and the pearls. Like this would be a nice little classic look here. Maybe some of these flowers as well. That's pretty. All right, guys, we're going to look at some spacers. Let me make sure I'm getting everything. Yep. These are pretty little check glass spacers. And these I think I should get a little dish for. Because future Call will thank current Call for getting a little dish for these spacers. All right. Sorry, I got to get my legs back under the table too. All right. And there's a whole bunch of spacers in here. These little check glass spacers. Little small guys, but look at that. Look at that that Picasso. They're like a green and black Picasso. Those are so pretty. And we'll go pretty much with any of that. Look how pretty that is. And what I love about this, I'm going to pull you back up a little bit. What I love about this, it's like kind of, like you have some softer colors over here, right? You have like your softer pinky colors. You have your white and ivory colors. And then you have your more bold colors, like you have your blacks and your dark blue, these spacers, these dark garnets. But somehow it's like it all works together. It's very cohesive. I think you can do like a more richer in color piece, or you could do also a lighter piece, but you could also take the two and put them together and kind of, you know, I think that will look pretty as well. So hats off to Jody. That's amazing. She also did give us some findings. And guys, did I mention there's still 3 of these available? Y'all, I'm going to put the direct link to this kit in the description box. Sorry, couldn't open the bag. Please go over there and grab this up. This is just amazing. So, and these are all nun design, my friends. These are not just, you know, whatever have you metals. These are nun design. So we have this, you could do a lot of things. This could be a connector. It also could be a pendant. You could do like a brick stitch here or something. Jody also does have mixes in her Etsy shop. She's doing some seed bead mixes that go along with this. And I think they're only $5 a tube, you guys. So you could do some brick stitch here or something. You could also turn it this way and maybe do a focal drop. Connect some chain or some beads up here. There's a lot you can do with this. Could be part of a bracelet, right? You can use it as one end of a bracelet, maybe do an asymmetrical design. I think that's really fun. Very thought-provoking. We also have this really pretty gold leaf. That's really pretty. And this is nice and solid. I know we're not really focusing again. Because I got to bring... I don't know, like, I hate bringing you up and down, guys, because then I feel like you get seasick, but... That's a beautiful little leaf. And then we also have a lobster and 2 textured jump rings. And again, these are all non-design. I think this is such an amazing collection. I think we're going to make a really quick pair of earrings. And then I'll let you guys go so you can go over there and grab this collection from Jody. This is cute. I know I want to use 2 of these. We're just going to make a very simple little sweet pair of dangle dew earrings. What could we use as a drop? Ooh, let's check out the mushrooms. Let's see if the mushrooms want to do a drop or something. Maybe we do a couple and just do a small little cluster of mushrooms. Maybe just like a real small cluster. Maybe just like 2 on the side, 1 in the middle. I think that could be super cute, right? Yeah, I think that could be just a super sweet little... Oh, you guys. Okay. And for all the new people here, how you doing? I'm so sorry. I sometimes often design off camera before I remember that, hey, Carl, guess what? You're off camera. I apologize. So I think something like that could be sweet. I might add a couple little seed beads or maybe these spacer beads. Yeah, and we'll make a real cute pair of earrings, guys. So we'll be right back. Okay, friends, and we're back. And I actually felt inspired, and I made 2 pairs of earrings. So the first pair, and they're both simple, right? And they're both actually using a lot of the same beads. Oh no, my ear wire fell off. Hold on 1 second. Using the same beads, but just in a different way. So here's our first earring. And I just think it's super pretty. And these are with our mushrooms that are stacked up. How cute is that? So they come together really fast. So what you're going to need is, this is a piece of 20 gauge wire, guys. You can absolutely do this with 22 gauge as well. So this is about a 5-inch piece, and I'm going to flush it, and we're going to make a knotted head pin. So I'm going to go about right here, because see how this is kind of part of our design? Like I chose to go with the 20 gauge rather, because I wanted the knot to be part of our design. So I'm actually going to go up here a little bit higher than I normally would on my plier, just so that'll give us a little bit of a bulkier knot. Let me pull it down just a little bit, about right there. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and twist around the plier, and you'll see that wire is coming up a second time. We'll continue to twist it, and then when we see that wire coming up a third time, we're going to stop the twisting, and we're going to take this wire and we're going to bend it up right in front of where that wire is going to start. So right about right there, we're going to take that off the tool, and you're going to have this coil shape. So I'm going to bend this wire and stick it through the coil and push it through, so it kind of looks like a lasso. I'm going to take my my bent chain nose. It doesn't matter which ones. I'm going to hold. That's right, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to take my nylon jaw pliers. For a second there, I had lost my mind. And I'm going to put that right up against that knot. And then I'm going to take these pliers and I'm going to pull, right, until that settles in there. And then I will go back up and down and pull a little bit more. See how that's still sticking up there? Just pull it and that'll pop into place. So that is a really cute little knot. If that's still sticking up a little bit too much for you, that's okay. I will just pull this and straighten it out and just pull a little bit more. And then that will settle in just how you want it. And that's just a cute, like, little knot. Well, in this case, it's a bulky knot. All right, so I am bringing in some seed beads from my stash. So these are a Toho 9.0. So I'm bringing in a nice small little round seed bead, and I'm going to be bringing this seed bead in for both earrings. So I'm just going to load one of those seed beads on, and then I have 6 of these mushrooms, and we're just going to load them right on the wire. Right? The holes are a little tricky, but the holes are right in there where it's pinched. See, now you can kind of see that mushroom shape. Isn't that cute? Just like a little button, almost. Okay, so we're going to load 6 on. You can do as many as you want. I just thought 6 was a cute little number. Oh no. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. Where's your hole, bro? There we go. I love this metallic color too. I think it's more of a brown than a red. But it's one of those metallic, like it could be a red. Or it could be a brown. Or it could be a little bit of both. Alright, so we have all 6 on. And just kind of want to shake it out until they form this little, orientation here. That's so cute. And if you put more on, they'll just continue to twist on up there. And then we're going to put on 2 of these 9 seed beads. Just to give our flower a little distance. And then we're going to pop on one of these flowers. So we have all of this with our 2 seed beads on the top. You can use the little smaller beads that are in the collection as well. But I chose to go with the seed bead because it was just a little bit more round and not quite as flat. I'm going to put one of these flowers on. There you go. Sometimes you just have to, because this is 20 gauge wire, sometimes to check glass, there we go. It just needs to break through a little bit. Okay. So then we have this. And now we kind of want to find where we want the front of our earring to look like. Let's see. Do we like this side better? I don't know. I think I kind of like this for our front. All right. So then I'm going to pile another seed bead on the top. So that'll just fill that little gap up there at the top. And then we're going to make a wrapped loop up here. So again, seeing where I want my, the front of my earring to look like. Okay. So we're going to go about right here. Go about right here. And I'm going to bend the wire. I'm going to bend the wire over the tool, right? Creating this little bit of distance. And then we're going to go ahead and just wrap. Got our, right there. We're going to take our wire up and over. Spinny end in, and then bring that wire back around. And then we'll come over to this side, and that's kind of not a great loop, but that's okay, because now we can center everything up here, right? Pull that seed bead down. Make sure that's all nice and centered how we want it. Okay. And then we'll wrap. So we should get about 3 wraps in here. 2, 3. Not right there. Okay. Now, you could take this wire behind here, right? And then wrap it around here, and that will keep your flower in place. I didn't do it on the other one, so I'm not going to do it on this one, but that's just something you could do if the flower spinning will bother you. Yeah, but I didn't do it with this one just because it was the 20 gauge wire, and if I had the 22 gauge wire, I might have been more apt to do that. But the 20 gauge just makes such a bulky little loop. Like a bulky wrap, rather. I didn't think it would look nice. And the fact that I used 20 gauge was because I wanted it to be bulky. Because I wanted a more bulky pin at the bottom. All right, guys. So there we have that one. And this is not spinning too much. It'll spin a little bit, but it's just really cute. Let's go ahead and throw one of these ear wires. I don't know if these are rose gold or light gold. I just kind of grabbed them because they're so darn pretty. And then we're just going to close that up. Just gently. I don't know why that was bent out of place already. There we go. All right, guys. So this is our first pair. I just think they're adorable. Just sweet little earrings. You know, they're not heavy. They're super fun, lightweight. I love those colors. It's a great fall combination. All right, so let's work on our second pair of earrings. And this is the pair of earrings that I had in mind when I pulled some stuff out. And we did a little bit of wire stuff in here, but not too much. But I just think that that's really pretty. We have our little button drops here. We did a little wire embellishment there on our strawberry quartz. And yeah, then we just have our flower. So that's what that looks like. Just super cute, fun, playful. So let's do that. All right, so we're going to need a flower. We're going to need 3 of these mushroom drops. We're going to have some 5mm jump rings here. Now, these are a 21 gauge, and I found that I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit. I didn't realize you were so far up there. I didn't realize. Let me start this again. These 5mm jump rings are 21 gauge, and they fit perfectly, in my opinion, into these little mushroom beads. You probably could do a 4mm. I don't know. That might be really tight. And this, like I said, this is a 21 gauge, so it's sturdy enough, I feel like, on its own, you know, but it's also, it fits in that perfectly if we can get it in there. I see the hole, and it moves nicely on here. It has enough room. I just found that 5mm is good for this particular mushroom. Okay. All right. And I have some extra jump rings here just in case. Y'all know we're big on just in case here. Just in case. All right. I'm going to open up this jump ring. And they're slippery little suckers, friends. Okay. And that's going to pop right on there. I'm super excited. Jody's told me a little bit about the December collection. So guys, she's going to do this every month. I think that's absolutely amazing. And she said something about a little special surprise, a little surprisey for me next month. So I'm really excited about that. I love a good surprise. Right. I love this for Jody. She's been working so hard to get like her business up and running, like her LLC and all that. So Jody's on to like really big, amazing things. All right, friends. So let's first do, let's do this one at a time. And I usually work from up, like from the bottom up, but we're going to kind of work from the top down with this earring, even though we did just prep this, but so we're going to make an eye pin here. This is a piece of 20 gauge wire. You guys know I like to do my eye pins with this fun little tool here. That's for like a memory wire looping. So I'll go ahead, flush that end out. We'll stick our wire in there and we'll start turning until we make like this little funny shape P. Okay. And then I'll bring in these pliers and I'll slip it right there in the crook at the very bottom, and I'm going to stick my nail right underneath it, and I'm just going to turn that back, breaking that neck and centering up our eye pin. Okay, and then I'll just make sure this is all straight, and I'll just do a couple taps. All right, so now we're going to put on our other flower. Oh, that's right, we want to put on 2 of these seed beads, so well, one at a time. So 1 seed bead and then our flower, and I'm just going to cut this because I see this is a little. There we go. Okay, we're going to put our flower on. That one just popped right on, no issues. And then we're going to put another seed bead. And then we're going to make our loop, but we're going to make our loop opposite of this loop. So this loop is going to be facing away from us. And we want this loop at the top to be facing towards us, right? So opposite ways. So that's that way. Let me just, there we go. So that's facing away from us. So then this loop is going to face towards us. See how that's like parallel there? So we want our bend to go the opposite way. And I'm just making sure that's all right. Bend, bend, bend. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to use my finger as kind of a measuring tool here. Right. And then we're going to grab our round nose pliers and we're just going to make a nice loop here. Right, nice loop. Just turning, turning, turning till we get to there. And then we're just going to come here and break that neck a little bit. Right, and then we're going to center that up, making sure that everything is closed. So now what we want to do, because sometimes you will go a little askew, we'll take a plier and we'll put it here. And then we want to make sure that our pliers are going in opposite directions. So we do a little cross with our pliers, right? So this is here, and then this is here. So we know that all those directions are good. Now, if we wanted them in the same rotation, then we would have our pliers parallel to each other. But this is what we want. And I'm just going to straighten this up real quick because it got bent for some reason. Do, 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 do. Why did you bend? Okay. So now we can work on our middle portion. I don't know why it seems like, I mean, I did the plier trick and everything was even. Okay. That's good. All right. So we have that part. Now we're going to do our middle portion. Now this is a really long piece of wire. You don't need a piece of wire this long. I don't know why. I think this was actually, I had some pre-cut pieces of wire and like a scrap, and this is, so this is probably like a good 7-8 inches. You probably only need 5 or 6 here. All right, so what we're going to do with this guy is we are going to make a wrapped loop here. So we're going to take our pliers and go about this far down the wire. We don't need to go very far down the wire because we're only going to be making about 2 wraps here. So we're going to take this tool, go about right there. We're going to take the wire around the tool, and I'm going to slip the tool around, and then I will continue to take this wire to the other side, and then we'll bring it back here so we can center all of this up. Okay, and then I'm just going to make just two wraps here. So that's what we have. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And our beautiful friend Chrissy, she's really been inspiring me with wire wrapping and stuff, because she's just, I'm going to use these smaller pliers. We're just going to tuck that little guy in there. She's just been on a wire journey, and she does the most amazing, beautiful wire wrapping stuff. Like, and I was like, well, you know, I want to be more like Chrissy. So I'm actually channeling Chrissy in this design and trying to be a little bit more adventurous with our wire. All right, so we have that. We're going to slip our this dude on here. So then we're going to come up here and we're going to make a bend, and we're going to go in the same direction as that loop. And I'm going to go about right here because I want a little extra wire up here. So we can do about maybe 4 wraps in there. So let's bend that over. And then we're going to come in here with our pliers. Up and over. Okay. Spinning our tool and then bringing our wire back around. And then I will change hands just because this is my dominant hand. And again, before we lock anything in, we want to make sure our loops are going in the same direction this time. So, right, that's the same direction. Yeah. So those loops are definitely in the same direction. So that's perfect. And now we're going to start our wrap here, and we're going to do about 4 wraps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 wraps. And then coming around with this wrap, we're going to station our little guy here. And then I'm going to bring this wire across, right? Kind of across. And then I'm just going to swirl it around with my finger. And you can take this off the tool if that's easier. So I'm going to swirl this around with my finger, and I'm going to make this loop here. Again, just forming it with my fingers. If you need to straighten stuff out, you can bring a tool in. Okay. All right. And then holding this design, I'm going to bring this wire back down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to turn it around and make 1 full wrap around the component. And then just kind of shush this in where we want it. Let's slide it down there a little bit. Right, so that's what we have. And it is a little bit, it's a little going to look a little different than the other one that I made. It's a little bit bigger. And that's okay. If you don't like it, you can play around and kind of move it down, maybe kind of, you know, do some little tweaks in here. Maybe make that look a little rounder, right? Little tweaks you can do there. So now we're going to come back here and we're going to cut this. All right. Then we're going to see, oh, I didn't cut that guy real great, did I? Okay. Then we're just going to gently take this guy and make sure he's not sticking out. Just being careful you're not distorting anything or squeezing or anything like that. All right. So that's what we got. Just going to fix this loop a little bit. She's just a little bit crooked. Okay. And I'm liking that. I think that's a really cute little link. All right. So let's assemble our really cute earring. So I'm going to go ahead. You guys know I usually like to assemble my eye pins to things before, but it was just easier to do it this way. So what I'm going to do is, this is the bottom. We are going to open this up carefully because we do have a seed bead down here. So we make sure we're not disrupting that seed bead. And then this link, I'm going to go with the side that has the 4 wraps on it. We're going to go ahead and attach that and close. Okay. So this is what we have. And then we're going to take a couple 5mm jump rings, the same ones that we used for our mushrooms. And we're going to just start opening and putting some of our mushrooms on. So for the first mushroom, we're just going to do 1 jump ring. So he's going to be our bottom dangler. So he gets his own jump ring. Okay, make sure those jump rings are nice and closed. Sorry, I was off camera. Okay, then we're going to take this jump ring. And then we're going to attach this guy. So this is what we have. And then we're going to put 1 mushroom. Sorry about that, guys. 1 mushroom on this side. 1 mushroom on this side. And then we're going to take our link and attach that. Making sure that is all very closed. Okay. And there we go, guys. It's our cute little wire link with our little thing of mushrooms. And then our ear wire. Let's put this ear wire on and we'll call it a day. You guys run over there and grab these kits from Jody. Also, tell her how beautiful she looked today. I think she would like to hear that. I always try to tell her that, you know, that she looked really pretty today. So I know that really makes her feel good. So when you go and you order those kits, guys, let her know that she looks really beautiful today. Look how pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. So much fun. I love them so much, you guys. All right. So let's put these down. And you guys will let me know which ones you like better. One's a little bit more simple, the other one, but by no means are either pair difficult. They're both fairly simple. Let's bring you down. See which one. There goes all of our seed beads. I don't know. These just came out so cute. I just love those little flourishes. All right, my loves. I will put these on a board and video them, so you probably will see them when you first open this video, and you can see how beautiful they are. So until next time, my friends, I'll bring you back up. Until next time, my friends, keep planting your magical beans and keep being kind to yourselves and each other, and just, yeah, have a great day. We'll be back with our Gemstone Orphanage opening. And then Friday, I think we're going to open our Sam's box. So I'm super excited for what's coming up this week. Also, we've got a lot of lives coming up this weekend too. So that's going to be super fun. But again, keep planting your beans, guys. And until next time, Talk to you soon.